All right, our next presenter is right over there. So let's bring up Rex Wong, CEO of Aivon. Let's give him a big round of applause. Welcome.
How's everyone doing? It's the last day. Ready for a presentation. Okay, so I'm Rex Wong, CEO of Aivon, and Aivon stands for Artificial Intelligent Video Open Network. We address video, and video right now is about 4/5 of the internet. It's about 79% of the internet traffic today. And the market opportunity, it's a big business. It's about a $700 billion business. I'll walk over here too. And as a background, we actually are coming out with a standard company called iVideoSmart, which was founded in 2016. And we are the video platform, white label video platform for a lot of media companies. In fact, 1 in 4 TV stations in Asia. Our investors there include the co-founder of Facebook and the co-founder of Match.com. We've raised $4 million for that business. And essentially, we power video platforms for media companies, and a lot of them in Asia. In fact, you can't see it quite, but this is a world map, and in Asia we have a lot of platforms. And in those platforms, we have about 500 million addressable users. So we have an existing business, and we can tap into that. And so what do we need the blockchain for? Well, we've been developing what we call the Aivon protocol, and we call it the Ethereum for decentralized video applications. And at the root of all video and content is metadata. And metadata, we need to get metadata from content because metadata is what allows you to search, find, discover, and get recommended. Netflix isn't Netflix if it can't recommend to you content that you want to watch, right? And that's based on metadata. And metadata we extract, and kind of our secret sauce is using AI and computer vision to extract that metadata. So how do we, and so really what we're addressing is how do we find content? Clicker doesn't seem to work. And so really it comes down to how is metadata generated. So when we look at video, so like let's say we're looking at this is, what do you see, right? Well, if user 1 uploaded this video to YouTube, he'd probably see maybe white dog show, and he's tagging that. And user 2 knows exactly what this is, and he knows that's the Westminster Dog Show, and that dog's named Flynn, right? And if you have that amount of metadata, and this was the guy who uploaded it, you would actually have a better chance of finding it if that's what you were searching for versus this guy, and they could have both uploaded this video. So right now, the video metadata is influenced by the user uploading it, and they could be malicious because they could say, well, I want you to watch it, and I'm going to tag and the video, even though that's not what it's about. And so we use AI and computer vision to do this, and we scan videos for different things like face and image and text and object and motion. So what do I mean by that? Oops. Let's see. So here's a video that we've scanned, and we're looking in this video, and we can tell you, for example, where the actor is, what actors are coming on, where they came on. So what that means is that you can search and find your actor in the scene that they were in, right? Or you could find, because we know audio, you could search for my favorite actor who said the line when, and go there. And we're picking up other things like laptops and beds, and we know exactly what's in the video. So that's metadata at a frame accurate level. And what we're picking up in the video are different things. So in this example, this is a live real-time AI, and essentially in the videos, we're picking up different things inside the video and data. And this creates and allows for better search, so we can search within content versus just on the video level. And then it allows us to do some very interesting advertising and other types of things. And so this is an example of what we can do with the AI to create better advertising and monetization, right? So for example, we can do product placement because we know that's a position that he was drinking something and we can change that product. Or here, a shower scene, Dove or Unilever wants to put something in a shower scene, well, we can place it in a shower scene because we knew that was the exact point. Or Samsung wants to advertise, and basically they can put it Samsung and we can replace that from an iPhone to a Samsung, right? We also could put a car in its place, or in the next example, we can change products for different markets. And we run platforms in about 20 countries right now, so we can basically change that. We can also do AI-triggered types of advertising, where Messi triggers Messi because we knew exactly where he came out of, or we knew that this is from Australia and it should be a travel to Australia ad, did this for a Chinese TV station. Or a car triggers a car because that's where it came out at. And we can also do video to commerce. So we could scan this and see where all these things are coming from. We can also scan the e-commerce database and then basically link you to that shirt so that you can actually buy it, right? And so we already do this today. So why do we need the blockchain to help us in increasing this? Well, first of all, we have a lot of content. So this is a chart of YouTube videos and the amount of YouTube videos coming and forecasted to come. And to do the AI, we need computer resources. We need actually the same resources as blockchain and blockchain mining, right? And so we also have 500 million users. So essentially, we can entice them and incentivize them to donate their resources or to give their resources to be able to do all the computations, right? So think if everybody knows SETI at home, used to do that for the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, and you distribute that. Well, think of what we're doing for AI, right? And at the same time, we also need humans because AI isn't perfect. So we have all these users that can also validate, teach, and create a better AI, because AI right now is only 80% accurate, right? So we need to teach it. And when they say machine learning, well, it's learning because we're teaching it. It's like a baby. We need to teach it, right? So that's the second component of what we use the blockchain for, is to incentivize them to help us with things like transcription and translation and verification and validation and tagging. And so how we do it is we take the content, we break it into pieces, and we basically push it into our user base, and their computers compute it. And then we have the same users could also be human experts, and then they basically compute it. And then we have validator nodes, and we use the consensus to validate the results, right? And as these guys get better at doing it, we gave them a reliability or a rating score, and the more they do and the better they do it, the more they earn on the token, right? And that basically is how we use the blockchain. And if you look at the breakdown, we can take a video in pieces, we bring it to the compute nodes. What we see in the scene are different things like face and emotion and content safety, the brand that's back there, the audio, the transcription, the translation. We put all that onto the blockchain. We give the videos a unique identifier, right? The humans validate it, and basically that sits on the public chain, right? And we're one of the first to use Plasma, which is a side chain or off chain that's being developed by Vitalik, because we don't need to put everything on the public chain, and if we put everything on it, it wouldn't be fast enough, right? So basically, we're using Plasma as an off chain to do all the little metadata, and the public chain contains the transactional information and the identifiers for the video, right? You can go into the off chain to grab the additional information. And this is a protocol, so essentially you can build decentralized video applications off of it. The first one we're going to develop is a video search engine, right, which will take that data so that you can allow it to be searched. The second one will be an ad search engine, because then you can find placements and positions and contextualness for the video. And other things that we addressed are like brand safety, because right now, like last year, a scandal with YouTube, brands found their ads on against terrorist videos. We would have been able to catch that because we would have ranked and rated that video. Another one is content safety for kids, right? So in this example, you look at this, and obviously you and I can tell that's not Mickey Mouse, right? But whoever uploaded this video labeled it Mickey Mouse, and 2 million kids saw this video, right? We would have caught that because we wouldn't have just believed in what the user uploaded and said about the video. We would have looked into the video and looked that it was negative and that that's not a real Mickey Mouse, right? And parents will pay to basically protect their kids from this, and advertisers will pay to protect their brands from something like this. And just give you a visual of how we do it. You know, this is tracking guns, right? And basically every time a gun comes up, we're basically tracking it, and we've ranked, and on the frame level, we know what's in there. Also, we're addressing localization, and localization because we're in 20 countries and content should be everywhere. And so we're using machine translation and transcription, but again, it's not 100% accurate. It's about 80% accurate right now, and that sounds really great, but that means 1 out of 5 words is wrong, right? And that's where humans perfect that and get us out to 99.9%, right? And that means that content can then be distributed and viewed and consumed around the world, even if it's not in the native language. And of course, the advertising that you saw, the AI enables us to do a whole host of different types of advertising, and these are all native types of advertising, so they're better than pre-rolls because nobody likes those ads in the front of video, right? And we can create more interactive, more native types of advertising because we know what's in the video and we can be contextually targeted. And so we have a lot of different actors in our ecosystem. Users can earn the Aivon token, and then they can pay for content or other services. Advertisers can pay because they want to reach those users. They want to make sure the content is safe, right? Content providers, they want to translate and transcribe their content, and they want to sell their content, right? And they want to get paid in their content, and they can work with platforms, right? So we have a lot of different touch points where the token can be used, right? And that creates the tokenomics. And users specifically, right now, they have choices to either watch with ads or pay, and we've just basically introduced the ability to earn, right? And they might want to do this because they don't want to give up their data or their privacy by watching ads, and then they don't want to pay, right? So earning is a new mechanism, and we can deploy that instantly across our 500 million user base. And we have an instant token ecosystem because we have already 160 content partners from around the world. We have publishers from all over the world, and we already work with all the major advertisers, right? And so basically we will have a built-in system of all these different people that can come in. And some of them will start off with fiat and other things, right? I look at tokens as it's a credit, right? And it's a credit for services, and they're just buying, just like mobile minutes, they're just buying minutes. They're just buying different, a utility. And so our roadmap is we will basically be at MVP at launch, right? And so that's kind of rare to say, and we will have an instant ecosystem of 500 million users that we can push in, as well as a number of B2B partners. And so we just started. In fact, we're already close to our soft cap already. And we have a lot of nice funds coming in. And we are going to issue about 600 million pre-mined tokens at the launch. And over the next 10 years, we will release a block reward, right, over the next 10 years, kind of like Ethereum, right, because there's a mining component to it, right, and those will be released over the next 10 years with a declining reward schedule, right, so incentivize the early adopters, and we're looking to raise about 36 million as a hard cap, and our soft cap is 5 million. We've actually begun kind of our pre-sale, and so we actually have done a 100% bonus in this pre-sale, which ends at this month with an initial investment of about 500,000. So this is schedule, and anybody interested, we'll share this after too. And in terms of our token distribution, we're selling about 50% of the tokens, and that's at the token time at year 1. And that will gradually decline through to year 10, where 40% will actually come out for the mining and other compute nodes. I'm going to jump here. And we're going to spread the proceeds across operations, the platform and technology build, and marketing. And I think really one of the strong pieces of our business is actually our management team. I've done 7 startups, 5 exits. Michael has been with me since 1996. He's done almost all my startups. I found claim to fame is I founded the company to develop AdSense, founded one of the first online video companies, and we have guys from different parts of the video and tech business. Vincent, who's in the audience, he was the head of APAC for Dailymotion, which was the 2nd largest video platform in the world. And we have guys from Hollywood, from the telco industry. The lead blockchain developer for us developed 10x and is well known in the Ethereum industry. And our investors include Eduardo Saverin, co-founder of Facebook, Peng. They were our investors in our regular company. And then we have Michael, of course. We have Jay, who's the vice chairman of Deloitte. John Baptiste. So one of the guys that we are deploying this with will be VLC. VLC is that cone player, open source player that you play video. Has 500 million users by itself, right? And basically we will be deploying our video platform and our token and parts of that on top of that system, as well as other systems that we power. And he's on our advisory as well. Another partner is Niraj, who runs Hungama, the largest digital media company in India. We have actually portals in India. And then Jay, he used to run Samsung Ventures. He's helping us with a lot of consumer electronics companies, right? So we have a really strong management team and advisory. So that's it. Thank you.
Awesome prezzo. Congratulations, all the coverage you're getting on Gizmodo and all these different sites.
Yeah.
You guys are being written up everywhere. It's amazing.
And by the way, Stephen, we've been winning a lot of firsts, and so look out.